in a world with Hacksaw Ridge Saving Private Ryan in 1917. Okay, gotta be honest with you, haven't seen that one. Comes Born on the 4th of July. Well, came because at least years before the other ones. Born on the 4th of July is an Oscar-winning film that grossed $161 million of just a $17 million budget. So now you're thinking, have I seen this? Why haven't I seen this? It sounds like a massive success. Well, I've only one question for you. Have you ever even heard of it? Born on the 4th of July is based on the Vietnam War. Now, I could tell you that that's the issue, that there are more people alive who have lived through the Vietnam War than World War I and World War II. So even though it's a massive war, people are just interested in seeing a war on screen that they can't see real footage of and hear first-hand stories of. But I personally don't believe that this is the case, as it didn't seem to affect movies like Forrest Gump, First Blood, and Apocalypse Now. You might have not seen these, but you've definitely heard of them. So why has no one heard of Born on the 4th of July? Let's get into some facts about the film. First, it's based on Ron Kovic's autobiography, which was very well received. Tom Cruise received an Oscar nomination for Best Actor, which surprisingly is only one of 2 times he's received this nomination. Oliver Stone won an Oscar for Best Director, and David Brenner and Joe Hutching won an Oscar for Best Film Editing. The movie follows Kovic's journey as a proud young soldier who becomes a paralyzed veteran and deals with his own inner demons stemming from his experiences in the war. He has a mental fight about if what he's done is right or wrong, and ends up as an anti-war activist. This movie is very intense. When I watched it, I don't think there was a moment that I could take a second to breathe. The movie feels so real, and you're made to feel for every single character that you come across. Now, don't get me wrong. This movie is a well-respected film. It's just not at the point it should be. So let's go back to 1976 for a moment. Al Pacino bought the rights to a wounded veteran's best-selling memoir, intending to play the main protagonist. But after many revisions, frustrations, and slow-paced development, Pacino dropped out. There wasn't anything career-risking, but at this time, Vietnam was the most unpopular, undeclared war in American history, and the industry did not think that anybody would pay money to see it recreated in the movies. Now jump to 1986, Oliver Stone wins countless awards for his movie Platoon. He creates new stars and big names. He signs up for Born on the 4th of July, and suddenly everyone wants in. Universal then takes a shot on him, hoping for the success of Platoon. Stone believes the way to make this movie a hit is to focus solely on one soldier who can never recover from the mental wounds post-fighting in Vietnam. Controversial, right? Now, even though Stone could pick anyone, he decided on the new Top Gun superstar hotshot, Tom Cruise, and actually tried to get Cruise to take a drug to make him temporarily paralyzed. Well, that didn't end up happening. Didn't matter because Tom Cruise gave one of the best and most believable performances I've ever seen. Well, Universal was right to take a shot on this because it was extremely successful. So it sounds to me like this movie should be a massive success. It should be known as a classic. It should be up to next to all the other war movies. There are no answers to why this is so unknown and unheard of. And I've got 3 theories. First, this movie is very anti-war. What government would want this movie to be a classic? There are no positive heroes in the movie. In Hacksaw Ridge, there's a medic who saved 75 lives. In Saving Private Ryan, the title character is saved after a heroic adventure and gets to live out the rest of his life, also in honor of the other fallen soldiers. In 1917, sorry, still haven't seen it, but my point is, the hero Born on the 4th of July is trying to spread anti-war messages and tell people that they shouldn't fight. Who wants this message shared? I personally would rather share either of the 2 other stories I've mentioned. My second theory is that Tom Cruise is currently in the present-day world associated with massive blockbuster action movies, these being Top Gun and Mission Impossible. Tom Cruise is very talented, but the younger generation only know him as an action star who does crazy stunts and may be uninterested to take a chance on his less-known movies, where he actually is some of his best acting. Now, if you do go back far enough, this movie competes with Other movies of his, like Risky Business, Rain Man, A Few Good Men, and The Firm. All of these have much larger reputations, so Born on the 4th of July is lost. My final theory is no one talks about this movie, and that's one reason why today I'm talking about it. Because if even one of you decide to watch this movie, then hopefully it will grow. Now, if you enjoyed this video and want to see more from me, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I'd love to hear what you all think about this. I also know you're all new here because this is my first video. But I have so much content planned and can't wait for you all to see what's next. Thank you, and have a great day.